Hey guys, it's Jack Sanders, a construction worker and head of content at WorkBootsGuru.com. Many times during my life, I've suffered and seen suffering generated by plantar fasciitis. However, after many years of experience, I've gathered enough experience to choose a great pair of work boots that helps with fighting the consequences of this horrible condition. But before going on, I should explain what really is plantar fasciitis. When we say plantar, we're talking about the bottom of the foot, the one that rests in its entirety on the boot's footbed. And when we say fascia, we're talking about an important ligament that runs from toes to heels, going across the length of the foot, which has as primary function supporting the arch of the foot. Now, when we say plantar fasciitis, we're basically talking about the condition in which that tendon is inflamed, being susceptible to small little tears that could develop in more complex and even more painful injuries. For those who want to make their own investigations, let me share with you the 5 features I looked for in the work boots I tested to be the best ones for plantar fasciitis. First, I would get work boots with contoured footbeds, as they will remove all the stress that your body weight puts on your feet when walking or standing on hard surfaces for long periods of time. Secondly, I would look for work boots with great shock absorbing features, as they will help in dealing with walking or standing for long hours on hard surfaces by completely removing the stress that would normally be directed straight into your feet. Third, I always prefer work boots that come with medium-sized deep heels, as they position the feet just perfectly. Otherwise, if the heels are too tall, it could cause unnecessary tension in your feet. And on the opposite, if they're flat, then all the strain that comes with walking on hard surfaces would be directed straight into your heels, which are a vital part of the plantar fascia. Fourth, I would choose work boots that guarantee a secure fit with their attributes, as it's the best way to bring relief to your plantar fascia by letting the heels relax in one comfortable and set position. Fifth, and finally, I would get easy to break in work boots, as it'll make them to be flexible, molding to each and every muscles of your feet while standing or walking on hard surfaces, and removing any unnecessary stress that could worsen the consequences of plantar fasciitis. So now we can go straight into the list I made of the best work boots for plantar fasciitis. In first place, I selected the Timberland Pro Pitboss work boots. In terms of comfort, they came with polyurethane midsoles that provided me the shock absorption features necessary to remove the stress that walking or standing for long hours on hard surfaces would put on my plantar fascia. Also, the boots came with shock diffusion plates that provided constant support for the base of my feet. Additionally, the boots fit really well, as they came with metal top hooks that set the laces in one place, guaranteeing a customized, snugged fit that impeded the heels from dancing around inside the boots, generating unnecessary stress. In terms of protection, these Timberland Pitboss boots have the 2 pillars all safety boots should have. First, they came with safety steel toes built in, which meant that I could work knowing that my toes wouldn't be crushed by any heavy falling objects. And they also came with rubber abrasion, slip, and oil-resistant outsoles that provided me with traction on those sketchy surfaces that you would always find at any construction site. And finally, in terms of durability, these Timberland boots came built with a rugged type of leather that felt and performed awesome while I worked at the construction site, showing various signs that the boots could hold up years without demonstrating any type of wear or tears. In second place, I chose the Keen Utility Pittsburgh steel toe work boots. In terms of support, these Keen Utility work boots came with removable metatomical EVA footbeds that cushioned my feet and supported their base to remove the stress that walking for long hours on tough surfaces would put on my feet. Also, the boots came with a natural hiking-inspired design that, during the testing period, provided a more than snugged fit, let my heels and feet stay comfortably locked in one place, avoiding unnecessary friction and stress. Now, speaking about protection, these work boots came with oil and slip-resistant non-marking rubber outsoles that provided great traction on all surfaces, and with safety steel toes that would act as a barrier to protect my toes from any falling object. And on top of that, they came with a waterproof, breathable membrane built in, which let me work with the guarantee that my feet would remain dry. In terms of durability, these work boots came manufactured with a nubuck type of leather which was processed with the sole objective of being resilient and durable in all types of external conditions. In third place, I chose the Timberland Pro Rigmaster work boots. These Timberland Pro Rigmaster work boots really did make a good impression on me in terms of support. First, they came with anti-fatigue cushioned footbeds that supported the base of my feet constantly. This would take the pressure off that walking or standing on hard surfaces like concrete would generate, which is one of the main causes I developed plantar fasciitis. Also, they used steel shanks that let me keep my stability without sacrificing flexibility, which is essential to avoid unnecessary stress. Now, in terms of protection, they also made a really good impression. First, they came with polyurethane slip, abrasion, and oil-resistant outsoles that provided me constant traction when walking on the slipperiest surfaces at the construction site where I work at. This gave me the confidence to not worry about slipping and falling, possibly injuring myself, which, in turn, let me boost my productivity. Additionally, the boots came with safety steel toes that met the ASTM requirements, which guaranteed me that I could work without anything putting in danger my toes. In terms of durability, these Timberland work boots came constructed with top quality rubber and leather that gave not only a nice look, but the overwhelming sensation that the boots were really sturdy and durable. In fourth place, I chose the Wolverine W02421 Raider boots. If something defines these Wolverine work boots is that they've got exciting supportive features. First, they came with removable multi-shocks insoles which cushion the base of my feet substantially, reducing the pain generated by plantar fasciitis. Also, they came with lightweight PU midsoles that provided the shock absorption needed to avoid directly transferring the stress of walking on hard surfaces to my damaged feet. In terms of protection, these work boots gave me the confidence to walk on almost any surface at the construction site where I work at, as they came with slip, oil, and abrasion-resistant multi-shocks lugged rubber outsoles. When speaking about durability, these Wolverine work boots did great, as they came manufactured with a full-grain leather that not only was flexible enough to contour to my feet, but was also rugged enough to deal with the type of beating I would give the boots. And finally, they came manufactured with a flexible, athletic contour welt construction that made the whole structure of the boots able to shape my feet, supporting and comforting them almost in any position. And finally, in fifth place, I chose the Thorogood American Heritage Safety Work Boots. In terms of comfort, these Thorogood work boots came with removable dual-density footbeds that had Poron 4000 cushion that supported my feet in every step, providing uncomparable shock-absorbing surfaces to let me walk in hard and bumpy surfaces for long hours. Also, the boots came with rubber midsoles and composite shanks that gave me the comfort and support to not worry anymore about the pain that plantar fasciitis was generating on me, as my feet were going to be extremely comfortable. Moreover, these Thorogood work boots really did a great impression on me in terms of protection. First, they came with safety steel toes approved by the most recognized quality standards around the world, which protected my toes and gave me the seal of guarantee that they were not going to be crashed by anything falling around the construction site. Secondly, they came with oil and slip resistant polyurethane Maxwear wedge outsoles that gave me the assurance that I could walk on all the surfaces at my construction site knowing that I wouldn't slip and injure myself no matter what. And finally, they came with electrical hazard protection, which always is a nice addition for work boots for me, as I'm always working near live wires. In terms of durability, the boots were made in USA, which is a seal of quality. And also, they were made following the Goodyear storm welt construction method, which is globally known for being durable and dealing with really tough types of use. Well, that was my take on the best work boots for plantar fasciitis. This video came as a result of hours and hours of work, so if you find time to drop a like or just share the video, that would be awesome. Also, you will find more information about the rest of the work boots in the description down below. Thanks!